everyone, we got you over here by the stove. We're going to get ready to make some vegan sourdough cinnamon rolls today. So my husband can have some of these also. So we got to get started with the butter. We got to melt the butter, and we have to put the sugar in there and the milk and the vanilla. And then we add it over into the mixing bowl. So let's get started. I got you started over here. We have our 8 tablespoons of butter in here. We're going to melt the 8 tablespoons of butter. It's already started to melt because I had it sitting over here outside of the fridge. So it already started. And we're going to add our brown sugar, which is a 1/4 teaspoon of a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're adding to that. And we need to add our vanilla, which is like a tablespoon. We're going to add our tablespoon of vanilla. This is homemade vanilla. It says to add some salt. I got to go back on the recipe to see what the salt is. Hold on a second. We need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So I'm just going to give like a pinch of salt here. Or salt. I got this on low. We don't want to burn it or anything. And then we got to add our milk. I had oat milk in here plus a little bit of coconut milk, not much. Because my husband can't have regular milk. So we're just going to warm this up. You just want it all melted and warmed up. And then we're going to add it to our bowl over there with our sourdough. So if I forgot to mention, this is a sourdough cinnamon roll, vegan. So he can have it too. So I'm just going to warm this up. Not much, just a little. Stir until it all becomes smooth, it says. So that's what we're doing. It looks like it's about there. We don't want to do it too much because we don't want the yeast to die. So I'm going to turn it off, and we're going to get you over to the counter for the rest of the stuff. The clicker thing is dead, so we're going to put all the liquid in here. Because this is the liquid for the mixture. Just pour it right in there. And now we're going to we're going to do our sourdough. Our sourdough is doing amazing. I had to get a spoon, sorry. We need 2/3 cup of bubbly sourdough. See, that is so bubbly. We're going to put it in our mixture. So there's 2/3 cup of sourdough. I'm going to have to make more. That was ready last night, ready to go for today. Now pour that in here. Our sourdough starter. These are sourdough biscuit or sourdough cinnamon rolls. Now we need to have 4 cups of flour in here. So hopefully there's 4 cups here. I'm just going to fluff it up a little bit. I'm going to do 4 cups. 1,
10,000 mountains weighing on my soul.
2.
I can't remember when my shame had picked it up.
4. Yes, we have plenty.
I've never walked
4 cups. Now we're going to mix this up until it becomes shaggy. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so you can see. You may not see me, but you will see the process. Turn you a little bit. Didn't mean to make you dizzy. Just going to put this down, lock it, and we want to mix it up until it becomes shaggy. And I'm using the dough hook, and this is my KitchenAid that we're using today.
Walking beside me. Yeah. Walking beside me.
Well, pulled away. It's pulled away from the walls. So we're going to unlock it and get it off the dough hook. And it says that we have to let it set for 1 hour. And then we come back and we knead it. So I'm going to cover it for an hour. And then we'll come back and knead it for 7 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to take the dough hook off, put it inside. It's an easy way to do that. And put a cover on it, which is over here. I use shower caps when I do my sourdough. So I'll just put one on there. And we will let it set for an hour. And we will be back or we can do the mixture for the cinnamon rolls, so the inside of it. So anyway, we'll be back in an hour. Wrong on the time, guys. I said an hour. It's actually half an hour. So we're going to let this set for half an hour, and then we're going to knead it. And I might just get the brown sugar, cinnamon thing ready to go. So it'll be ready when we're ready to do the rest of it. Okay, everyone, this is the butter that we're using, which is organic plant-based butter. It says we need 4 tablespoons. I hope we can get 4 tablespoons out of here for our filling. So we need 4 tablespoons for the filling, which is with the brown sugar. I think for the icing, we're only going to need a little bit. I like to use butter, but for the icing it's more runny, so we'll just probably end up using just coconut milk. So that's 2. I'll level that off right here. 2, 3. We just need 1 more. We have to buy some more plant-based butter. Let's work on the recipes that I have had made for my husband, which is good. So there's our 4 tablespoons. Let's stick that in there. We need some cinnamon. I'm going to start melting this on low. It looks like we need about 1 tablespoon and 1/4. So I'm just going to shake some in there. About a tablespoon's worth and 1/4. So there we go. And we also need 2/3 cups of brown sugar. So there's that, and my spoon is over here. So we're just gonna get this mixture made up, and it'll be ready to go when our dough is ready. So you just want to melt this. Let's see. Yeah, it just says basically melted. We want it melted and combined together, and this we'll be able to spread this onto our sourdough dough for our cinnamon rolls. I'm just going to give this a melt, just enough to melt the butter. Not too much, because we want to be able to spread it. So the butter's almost melted. There we go. Just like that, all melted to go for our mixture. I'm just going to set it over there. And we'll be back when we're ready to put it on the dough. Hey everyone, I just found out that I was reading the directions. And this is a 3-day process. So once we get it all ready to go into the dough form and cut into our pans, we have to let them set so they can rise until nighttime, and then we put them in the refrigerator to proof, which is, that's what I do with my sourdough bread. So I got them over here. I made one this morning. And then I made a loaf bread and another one yesterday. So I got, so basically it is the same recipe as, not the same recipe per se, but the same way to do the same. So we'll mix this up when it's ready and we'll get it all made out, because this has, after I do this for 7 to 10 minutes, it has to set for 2 hours in the bowl. So it has to rise a little bit, and then we can roll it out and get it ready. So I kind of, did the sugar thing already, but that will be okay. It won't matter. These are the pans that we're going to do it in. These 2 foil pans. It says it can make 12 of them. So I'm hoping to get 12 of them made, but they will not be ready until tomorrow. So we'll just keep at it and, get it done, and it will be done tomorrow. Yeah. We're back here, so 30 minutes are up, so we're going to give this a mix for 7 to 10 minutes. I'll lock it, and then we'll just mix it on medium. I'll set a timer over here for 7 minutes or 8. I'll do 9. I did 9 minutes because it says that it will be done in 10 minutes. So I did 9 minutes. We'll check it in 9 minutes. I will just put some stuff away over here while we're waiting. That I've carried for so long, and 10,000 mountains weighing on my soul. Whoa! Whoopsies! The cap came off. I didn't screw it in all the way tight enough. There it goes. That's the front cap for different things. Different attachments with the KitchenAid. That's what that's for. In every season you are there. Faithful to the so the dough's looking pretty good. So we wanted just to get it done for 7 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out and put it back in the same bowl for 2 hours. Let me get my spatula, dough spatula over here. I'll keep on going to your cloud up in the sky. I feel your heart. Well, I'm not going to let you watch the whole 7-minute process, so I'll just stop you here until it's done. 7-minute timer or 9-minute timer went off, so I'm going to stop this, raise it up. It looks really, wow, looks good. Perfect for our cinnamon dough. We'll get it off here, off the dough hook. And remember, this is a 2-day process. I was thinking it was a 1-day process, but it's a 2-day process. Oh, let's jam down there really, really hard. Hold on a minute. There we go. Just had to pull it a little bit, and I'm gonna put this on the counter. I'll spritz a little bit of oil on the counter so it won't stick to the counter. We're gonna put this on the counter, and then we're gonna put it back in there on an oiled surface. And your love will never fail. In every season you are there. Has to set for 2 hours. Essentially, it has to rise a little bit. So let me spray this. This is my new sprayer I got. It's a pourer and a sprayer. It's just regular oil. Put this back in here. Form a ball in here so it'll look halfway decent. Spray the top there. And I put my cover away, so I'll grab it again. And we're just going to let this set in a warm area, which I'll just put it, seems to be that my dough does really well over here by the stove. So I'm going to take it over here by the stove. I let it set over there in the warm area. So we will get back with you in 2 hours, and then we'll get this done. And then it'll set in the fridge. Hey, remember everybody, this is a 2-day process. So we're going to get our pan sprayed with a spray. The dough has risen and did its thing. Just checking this out. There's other food in there, so I think it's cleaning it out here. So we're going to spray these pans really good with spray. Oops, that squirted out there. Still trying to get used to this. There. And there's that one. And we're going to spray this one. Just going to spray them so they'll be ready to put our dough in there. I'm going to find a piece of paper towel. This will work. Piece of paper towel and rub it around in there just to make sure it's in all the areas very well. Because once this rises until I go to bed, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator or cover it overnight. And then we will bake them in the morning. I'm going to put 6 and 6. 12. So I'm going to make 12. 6 and 6. So here is our dough, ready to go. Let me get my spatula. There's a sink over here. The dough looks like it's really nice and smooth. Ready to go. So move it over. I got it on my mat over here. So we want to turn it into a rectangle. I generally don't roll it out to that. It says you can use a roller, but I'm just going to use my hands for now. Let's just see if that will work into a rectangle. It's actually working really well with my hands, as you can see. I'll move these 2 things out of the way. Just making it into a rectangle here. Easy way to do it. I have my mixture pre-made already. Hold on, let me wash my hands. My nose just started to itch, and I'm doing that. No, I think I clean it. Hold on a minute. Alright, I think these are going to be really, really yummy. I just want to get it long enough to make. The dough feels really great too for it being vegan. With that sourdough, smells good. And these will ferment overnight in the refrigerator, and they'll rise here for a little bit. So I'm just going to put our mixture out here on the dough. We already did that, made that earlier. Just going to spread it out enough for the whole dough You don't want to push it all the way to the edge, but a thin layer, and it looks plenty. So this is our filling. I have made cinnamon rolls video for you guys, but not a sourdough one. So this should be really yummy, and if we like them, we can continue to make sourdough ones. I can even make them not vegan. They can just be regular without being vegan. Let's spread this out. See how it relaxed a little bit and bring it out further. Because remember, we want to get 12. Oh God, you never left in my heaven or my hell. I'm excited about these tomorrow. And then I can give these to my husband and we can eat them for breakfast. So we'll have like 6 each. 6 days of breakfast. I'll keep on going to your cloud up. So just make sure you spread it out thin. That was plenty. That 1/3 cup, or whatever, a 2/3 cup of brown sugar was plenty mixed with the plant-based butter. It's just perfect. So this in the sink and this in the sink over here. I think I'm gonna roll it that way. Let me use the spatula to help me out rolling it, getting it started. Oh my goodness. My bowl is moving all over on me. Okay. I'm just gonna roll it. Roll it in here. I'm going to bring this in a little bit. This end. Just bring them in a little. Because you know those ends sometimes don't get any sugar on them. It's rolling really nice. You just want to roll it evenly. Having this handy dandy thing helps a ton. And if you have a mat, a pastry mat, that helps too. It says to use dental floss to cut this with, but I am just gonna bring this up and use a knife. Bring this up, kind of roll it back this way. Bring the ends in. Kind of make it all even. Pinch these together to seal the bottom. This a little stretch. It's a little bit thick. Just stretching it out to make it even. And make it as long as this probably. And this might help me guide the cut. Okay, let me get a knife. Serrated knife maybe? Let's use a serrated knife. One thing I know, I've never walked alone. That half, 34 half. So I'm trying to figure out where the half is. Half is right here. So let's do one. Put it in the pan here. I want to put 6 in the pan, even though
always walking beside me.
Even though
Walking beside me.
there'll be just 6 in there. We'll just, because they're probably gonna spread.
Always walking beside me. I'll keep on going.
Trying to make it fairly thick.
Cloud up in the sky.
The same
I
size.
feel your heart and all
1, 2, 3,
that
4.
there's a plan.
If I get more, then that's good. 4, 5. That's 4. 5. Just putting them in here in the pan because they are going to rise. 4, 5. Divide this in half. This is barely 1, but it will be 1. It's got some cinnamon sugar in there. And then we'll do this. This dough is a little bit different because it is vegan. It feels different. It feels smoother. So, there we go. We actually got 7 in this pan. So I'm going to slide 6 of them next to each other and put the last one, the end piece that doesn't have a lot, in the middle, and cover them back up with the shower cap and put it over here by the stove so it can rise until I'm ready to go to bed. These 2 over here will rise, and then we can put it in the refrigerator to bulk ferment, is what you call it. Yeah, this dough is definitely different than what I'm used to, because it's made with coconut milk and vegan butter, and it's just different. Even the cinnamon sugar mixture is a little bit different, but I know it will probably be really good. Let me tighten this up. This one doesn't have anything. Nothing. I wish they had some cinnamon mixture left in there. This would be just a biscuit. It'll be the end piece biscuit.
Lifting a burden that I've carried for so long, and 10,000 mountains weighing on my soul.
There we go. So essentially we got 6 good ones and 1 bad one in each batch. Bad meaning just a biscuit. You know, you could use it for butter. It's a regular biscuit for a dinner or something. So let me get another lid. I got a new one over here. I have to buy some more shower caps. I reuse them so much. This is a new one. And we're going to let this set over on the counter along with this one until I go to bed, which is probably around, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish. Maybe even later. So with that, we have finished day 1 process. And it does feel a little bit different than normal, you know, cinnamon rolls, because the cinnamon rolls that I use with flour and that don't have dairy-free milk in it and dairy-free butter in it acts a little bit different and not so slimy, what it felt like. But it may have been because I spritzed it with oil. I'm not totally sure. So we'll let this dry and get the place cleaned up and everything put away, and we will see you tomorrow when we're ready to bake them. Or I can show you, show you putting them in the refrigerator later tonight. So see you when that happens later tonight. Alright everyone, we are on day 2 of our cinnamon rolls. I just pulled them out of the refrigerator. They've been bulk fermenting in the refrigerator all night. We're going to put them in the oven for a half an hour at 350. And we'll see how it goes. These are vegan. I never made them before, so I am not totally sure how it will go. I'm going to go over here and put a timer for 30 minutes. And we'll see what happens. If it's a flop, there's real life things on camera, and we may not be able to make vegan cinnamon rolls, but we'll see how it goes when the 30 minutes are up. So I'll come back with you when the 30 minutes are up. Timer's going off, so we shall see what they look like. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you dizzy, but I'll bring you over here. And they're cooking, but I think they need to be cooked a little bit longer, so I'm going to do about 10 more minutes. Timer went off again, the 10-minute mark. They're not the prettiest, but I don't think they're done yet. I'm going to pull one out and we're going to temp it and see what it is. It says the temperature is supposed to be at 190. So let's check and see what we have. Not 190 yet. We got a lot to go. So I'm going to bake these for about 15 more minutes probably. Maybe they'll get there. There's 2 of them. I know that they're not the prettiest cinnamon rolls, but granted they are vegan and it's the first time I ever made them. So I'm going to put them back in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay. Time is up. I'm going to check them. I'm going to pull one out of the oven, and we're going to check it to see if it's done. Again, these are not the prettiest ones ever, but they are a cinnamon roll. So let's see. I'll do a different one. Let's do this big one. Perfect. That one's good. Let's see if this is good. Perfect. Perfect. So it looks like they're perfect. For the temp, I'll just turn off the oven and take the other one out, and we will make up the icing. Just remember, these are my first time ever making vegan cinnamon rolls. This one was one that didn't have any cinnamon in it, so yeah. So I'll take the other ones out and we'll make up the icing. Alright, I got the supplies over here. We're going to double up this recipe. It says we need 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. So I'm going to do that much and a little bit more. And then we're going to omit the butter. I'm going to make it without the butter. We're going to add some coconut milk. Let me shake this up. So I add coconut milk and some maple syrup with a little flavor. And if I need to add more, I can add more. Add more powdered sugar. We can add more powdered sugar. And some of my homemade vanilla. So let me mix this up and see what it looks like. For icing, I just made a mess all over myself, wouldn't you know? Just like went everywhere. happens when you bake. It just kind of gets everywhere. You need to be a little bit more careful when stirring up this powdered sugar. And if we need more, I can make more too. I'm going to add a little bit more vanilla. It's kind of thick. A little bit more maple syrup. To thin it out just a little bit. We'll pour this one on this pan. The first one. Okay. And we move everything over here. And we'll see how much we can get on the cinnamon rolls. So I'm just gonna drizzle. I don't know what that is. Oh, I just cut myself on something. Ooh.
I can't remember when my shame had picked it up. But one
Not sure what that was.
I've never
something that was on the table. Let's keep my finger out of it. So we're just going to drizzle it all over the cinnamon rolls. And this might be plenty for the other. I don't know. So it's just enough for these. So I have to make more. I'm just going to spread it around. So there's that one. We're going to make some more, another spoon. Another 3/4 cup here. Right back in there. A little bit of maple syrup. Same thing. A little bit of everything. Some more vanilla. Let me stir this up. And we will get it on our other one. And when they cool down, I will try it for you guys. When the frosting has set up and they cooled, this one's a little bit more runnier. Let me add a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to pour this on there. This one. And spread it around. A lot of it fell down inside the pan. But that's okay. Scoop it up on top of this one. Remember, 2 of them were just basically nothing. They will have some sweet sugar on them. So there you go. There's our second one. We'll let them set up. And I will give it a taste when it cooled down a little bit. So I will get back with you guys when they're cooled. Alright, I got the supplies over here. We're going to double up this recipe. It says we need 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. So I'm going to do that much and a little bit more. And then we're gonna omit the butter. I'm gonna make it without the butter. We're gonna add some coconut milk. Let me shake this up. We're gonna add coconut milk and some maple syrup with a little flavor. And if I need to add more, I can add more. Add more powdered sugar. We can add more powdered sugar. And some of my homemade vanilla. So let me mix this up and see what it looks like. For icing, I just made a mess all over myself, wouldn't you know? Just like went everywhere. That's what happens when you bake. It just kind of gets everywhere. You need to be a little bit more careful when stirring up this powdered sugar. I feel your heart and know that there's a plan. And if we need more, I can make more too. I'm going to add a little bit more vanilla. It's kind of thick. A little bit more maple syrup to thin it out just a little bit. We'll pour this one on this pan, the first one. Remove everything over here, and we'll see how much we can get on the cinnamon rolls. So I'm just gonna drizzle. What that is. I just cut myself on something. Ooh. Not sure what that was. Something that was on the table. So let's keep my finger out of it. So we're just going to drizzle it all over the cinnamon rolls. And this might be plenty for the other. I don't know. So it's just enough for these. So I have to make more. I'm just going to spread it around. So there's that one. We're going to make some more, another spoon. Another 3/4 cup here. That back in there. A little bit of maple syrup. Same thing. Little bit of everything. Some more vanilla. Let me stir this up. And we will get it on our other one. And when they cool down, I will try it for you guys. When the frosting has set up and they cool, this one's a little bit more runnier. Let me add a little bit more. Faithful to the end, and closer than a friend, and your love will never fail. In every season you are there. Faithful to the end. All right, we're gonna pour this on there. This one. Forever
always walking beside me. Yeah. Walking beside me.
You spread it around. A lot of it fell down inside the pan, but that's okay.
Keep on going to your cloud up in
Scoop
the
it up on
sky.
top of this one.
I feel your heart and know that there's a
Remember, 2 of them were just basically nothing.
I trust your word that your grace and mercy are right behind. And we're
They will have some sweet sugar on them. So there you go. There's our second one. We'll let them set up, and I will give it a taste when it cooled down a little bit. So I will get back with you guys when they're cooled. Like I said, we're gonna try one. They all look pretty decent after I took them out of the pan. They don't look too bad after taking them out of the pan. There are these kitty wampus ones that really don't have a lot on them. So I will try this small one right here. We'll give it a taste. It's cooked through and it has cinnamon on it. Not too bad. Tastes really good actually for being vegan. A really nice cinnamon roll. I'm sure that my husband can enjoy it being vegan. You chew this. So it is very possible for someone to make vegan cinnamon rolls, and this is how they turned out and how they look. You gotta try it once to see if it works. And it worked really well. It wasn't a fail. Everything turned out. The dough was kind of iffy at one point in time last night when I put it in the refrigerator. But I mean, they rose. They're not flat. They did rise. And they do have cinnamon sugar in them and the glaze, and they taste good. So with that, I hope you enjoy, and see you on the next one.